Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from SweetStamper.com, and it is day 3 of my Holiday Hoopla, where I am coming to you for 7 days straight, a full week, not a Monday to Friday week, a full 7-day week. And I am working on my Christmas cards with you and hopefully inspiring you to make some Christmas cards early rather than waiting till the last minute. And also, we're going to, before the week is out, we're going to do some little packaging tags, some other little things too. So I can see that I have somebody who is here tonight already. So hello, hello. I've got people gathering. You're kind of getting in the groove. Typically, I'm here every Thursday at 7. But I'm here every night this week at 7. It's been a super busy day. I had my tea and crafts event today, and I forgot to do my Facebook Live. We had a full house, and there were just a lot of people to talk with and connect with and get hooked up with the kit of the day and drink fabulous tea and eat scones. Yeah, it was a fun event. And then I had one of my helpers was here in the studio with me for a couple of hours getting ready for Christmas card class. Then I had the dentist. Yeah. It's been a full day. So I am super happy to be here with you and just kind of chill a little bit and make something pretty with these stamps. Now, this is a recap of where we've been over the last 2 days. So my first day, we did the stained glass cardinal. And then the second day, we actually did a different angel. So this is the angel I showed you, and then I demonstrated a different angel. I took these with me to the tea room, and I can't find my angel that I did last night on the bubble bath card base. It may have gotten left at the tea room, so I'm still looking for that. So these were basically what I shared with you to start with, day 1 and day 2. And as promised, we are going to move into trucking along today. Now, I'm trying to make sure am I on the right video? No. Make sure I'm going to get the computer going. Well, the computer's going. I'm just trying to find myself. Ah, yes, so that I can see your comments. Let's see. Oh, Crystal's here. Hey, I'm so glad you're here live. And Kim is here. And yeah, Corinne, you're right. Everything but the dentist, you're right. My least favorite thing to do in the whole world. But, you know, thankfully it was just a cleaning. Okay, we're going to use trucking along today. So we're going to go with a different vibe. I've been doing the stained glass vibe, and this is the So Very Merry, which I really love from the online exclusives. And we are going to go with something very kind of country. We're going to pull out the country vibe. Now, again, there is one, I guess I should pull it. There is one set of Designer Series paper right now that's Christmas. Let me grab it here. So this is the one that is available in the online exclusives. I absolutely love this. I did 2 Christmas in July card classes last month using this, and I absolutely love the paper. There's somebody else here. Hey, Sue, I'm glad you're here. There was somebody else here. I think, oh, Jolene is here. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay. However, I did, like I said, I did 2 full classes with this last month, and I thought, okay, I'm going to go and see what else I can find in the annual catalog that I can use. And I know that this is the Let's Go Fishing paper. And when I saw this paper, and it's always better when you buy it, you know, because you can see it. See, I always figure whatever the paper is, I'll be able to use it. So these are beautiful patterns, but I immediately fell in love with the plaid and the stripe. And there's another plaid in here that I really like, that I immediately thought of fall and holiday. Where's the other? Oh, here it is. It's the one with the big fish on it. So these to me all look like, you know, plaid shirts, guys' shirts, really work well into fall and Christmas. So I'm going to use this one tonight and just showing you a little bit about my design process of where I went with doing this. Now, I wanted to use this smaller plaid, and I've cut this to 5¼ by 3. And I love using Berry Vanilla. And so this is Pecan Pie. This is one of our new neutral colors. So I went to my handy dandy little color coach, and I immediately went, oh, there's a holiday card right there. Christmas, definitely. Shaded Spruce, Cherry Cobbler, Pecan Pie. So that is where I went. Now, do I have a bone folder? Yes, I do. Now, let's build this out. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of a fun fold, in the sense that what I've done here is I have a card base of Pecan Pie, and I just shaved off 1 inch. Now, you could technically make this 7½ by 5½. No, I'm just doing this because I will use that offcut for something else. So to me, that's the easy way to do it. Now, I am going to go ahead and put this down. And then because I have a little peak there, I want to put something contrasting underneath there. So this is, like I said, this is 5¼ by 3. That's a very good cut for using your designer series paper in a way that, makes sense and doesn't waste very much. So I am going to take a crumb cake panel to put on the inside. I could put vanilla, but it would be a really kind of a bright contrast. And I want to use vanilla on my focal piece. So I thought this kind of keeps it a little bit subtle. And I know this is 5¼ by 4. I was telling Jeanette today, I take this size panel in white, and I just cut I'll cut 40 at a time, because I use these so much in white, but also this crumb cake and Berry Vanilla are also good ones just to have on hand. So 5¼ by 4, I can use it on the inside, I can use it on the outside. Hey Mary, I'm glad you're here. Okay, now, this stamp set is absolutely adorable. Where did I put it? Oh, right in front of me. You can go in so many different directions, and so I love that kind of versatility. Because I'm doing all Christmas this week, I'm obviously going to do a Christmas card. So we are going to do a red truck. And the way I'm going to do that is I went ahead and cut this out of Pecan Pie. Now, let me just show you. If you don't have these stylish shapes, these were actually in the catalog last year, you need these. Now, one of the things I'm going to show you today that I think is really cool on this particular round, it's the next to the largest circle. And I'm going to take our new 2 3/8 inch circle punch, and I'm going to punch out a piece from Berry Vanilla. And I'm strategically punching it before I stamp on it, and I'll show you why. First of all, look at this beautiful layering. I mean, that is a nice tight layer, and it gives me just a tiny little frame all stitched. So I really, really like that. Of course, you could do that with just about any frame, but I wanted to keep kind of all of this neutral and harmonious because I'm going to put a big pop of color in here on my red truck. Now, this is a photopolymer stamp set, so I am bringing out my handy dandy foam mat. Definitely a must-have for your craft room. And I have gone ahead and mounted the stamps that I'm going to use just because it's easier for me. Now, let me show you. I want to stamp the truck outline first, and I'm going to stamp it. Hey, Tasha, I'm glad you're here. I'm going to stamp it in Tuxedo Black. But this is a really tight fit, and believe it or not, it's easier to do it this way than to stamp it and punch it next. I've tried it both ways. I thought typically, you want to, ooh, that ink pad kind of had an explosion, and that is going to be problematic when I go to pick up this Berry Vanilla cardstock. So, I don't know what happened. The lid is full of ink. So, let's just stamp it, and then we will put that aside. Now, you want to make sure that you've inked this up well. You look on the opposite side to make sure it's glistening. I do like to stand over my piece like so. I find it easier to line up. And you remember we want to just leave it there for a couple of seconds. Now watch. I mean, that is end to end. In fact, it's a little bit, let's just do one more, because it's a little bit close on the side there, on the back end. Okay. Super tight. Barely fits, but it does fit. And because I have a lot of rectangles and squares on this, my shape is a rectangle, I have all these squares, so to me that circle helps to balance things. Okay, I'm going to, while I have this out, I'm going to go ahead and do the tires. Now, the tires you could leave, you could also fill them in with a marker. There is a little tire stamp, and it's super fun to use. And I'm really kind of concentrating this week on cards that you can do quickly. So none of these are going to be major works of art. This is definitely quicker than having to marker them, but it's a little bit tricky lining up the circle on the hubcap, but not too bad. I did okay. It's good enough for me. Now this I'm going to set aside. Let me just show you when I open this up, look at all that ink in there. I'm like, okay, I don't know how that happened, but I'm going to put that aside. I don't need that anymore. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my greeting right here. I don't want an extra like piece here with my greeting on it. I want to keep it really simple and really keep the focus right there on my truck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put special delivery, and look how that fits right underneath that truck. Almost like they kind of planned it. What do you think? And I'm going to use my shaded spruce, great color for Christmas. It's actually a great, beautiful green. It's a very piney, sprucey green, but it's useful for more than just Christmas, but it is a natural for Christmas. Now I'm going to just pop this right here. And while I have my shaded spruce out, I am going to put my little tree right here. There we go. My little tree right in the end of my truck. Now again, because I'm super tight on the edge here, I got to make sure that, there we go, that I get it right in the edge. And there, my pickup truck is carrying that Christmas tree. Now let me show you a little trick here. I did pretty good on this one, but if you're doing this and you feel like you didn't quite get the tree isn't lined up just the way you want it, let me show you a little trick. Out and I didn't put it away where it was supposed to be. So what I can do is I can come along here. These are the new Stampin' Right markers, and they have a little bit larger bullet tip, which is a lot easier to use. Now you see how there's a little bit of a gap there. Now once I put the red in there, I don't even know that you would notice. However, I can just go right there, and now it looks more like it's perfectly placed. So this is where your markers can really come in and do some work for you. Now I want to paint my truck red. Now, you can go in there and you can do this with all kinds of blends and all kinds of fun, but if you're making a bunch of these, you want the quick and easy route. And that means you can ink up the whole truck and stamp it. Hey, Linda, I'm glad you're here. Hello, Velma. Welcome, welcome. Velma was at my tea and crafts event today. So I've got this inked up. Now when you go to place this, you want it, those little lines there, they're like little lines of, like a little highlight, like the light coming through. So you just kind of line that up. Let's see if I'm talking and I'm on camera. Let's see how it did. Not too bad, looks pretty decent. So now, see how quick that is? I painted the whole truck just like that. Now what I'm going to do, another just quick and easy thing, is I'm just going to add some adhesive here and pop this on my stitched circle, super tight. Look at that nice little tiny frame. And then I'm going to add these little rustic metallic dots. These are the perfect hubcaps. I'm just telling you, whether you've got whatever colors you're using, you want these little metallic, rustic metallic, because they're not black and they're not gold and they're not silver. They're rustic. They're rustic metallic. So they are like the perfect color to blend with everything. And just to give you, you see how that gives you just that little bit of oomph. It gives you a little bit of extra texture there. So now I'm ready to pop this right on here. And look at that. You see, I wanted that truck to really, really pop. So now I'm going to add some dimensionals and put this down. I mean, these come together really fast. So you could make, if you're making this for your Christmas cards, if you wanted to crank out 10 or 20 of these, it would be done very quickly. And this is the paper from the Let's Go Fishing. There's a couple of plaids in here and a stripe, and you could just use those. Or you can mix and match plaids that you already have on hand. Oh, Crystal, I'm glad you like my card. I thought this was just, this is a little bit of country. It's what we're doing here. Now, I did want to add a couple of little things. I'm going to add a little bit of red ribbon. Something I love to do, cherry cobbler is a very deep, dark red, and I love it. But I love mixing it with real red because it just kind of brightens it and keeps it from getting too dull. Now, this ribbon is the one that comes with two. So this ribbon would actually look really good with this too, the crumb cake. But it's a little bit thick. This ribbon is thin. Or narrow, I should say, and it is also kind of thin. It's silky, and it's really, really easy to tie. So what I'm going to do is just make a little bow, like so. I just want to have a little one, just a little bit of ribbon. You remember what I said about ribbon? It really just adds just a little bit of softness. You could also do this with like a burlap ribbon or a like a twine, but I thought this little pop of red would be just the perfect ticket. So here I'm going to, theoretically, here we go, grab a mini glue dot. Looks like I need to pull I need to throw that away. Okay, let's get a mini glue dot for our mini ribbon. And then I'm going to do just a couple more things, and this is going to be ready to send. I mean, doesn't that just add that little bit of something, something? And I think it just kind of highlights the red on the truck. Now, I do want to add a couple more things. First of all, I am going to put on the inside, I'm going to use my cherry cobbler, and I have special delivery. And so inside, I'm going to put wishing you a festive Christmas. The punch for this bundle is not available until mid-October. My recommendation is just to go ahead and get the stamp set. There's so much you could do with the stamp set. Yes, you're going to do even more when you get the punch, but I don't want to wait that long. So I want to go ahead and start cranking out Christmas cards. Now I've got one more little touch that I'm going to do, and I'm going to pull in some of these little sequins. Yeah, they are sequins. Well, they're snowflake sequins, but this time I'm not going to fill in the center. So let me grab, there's one of these big ones, and I'm going to pull this, and I'm going gold because I've got all of this crumb cake here. See how that looks there? That little bit of gold snowflake. And now I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to put this one here like so, and then I'm going to add the medium one right over here like so. Did it get I think it left the little, every once in a while these will leave their little sticky behind. I think it's there, but you know what, never fear, I have glue dots here. So what I'm gonna do, sometimes if your glue dot kind of gets separated from your self-adhesive, you know, these already have the glue dots stuck to them. So I am just gonna do like that. So now I have just a sweet, definitely handmade pickup truck Christmas card. Super quick, super easy. It has the benefit of a little fun fold. I've got just enough room there to do a little greeting. I mean, this comes together. You saw how quickly. This is a circle punch. This is layered onto the next to the largest die, circle die from the Stylish Shapes. A couple of snowflakes. I mean, it's just super quick. So, oh, Marcia, you've been looking for me since 7 o'clock. I'm sorry. So yeah, hopefully you are recognizing this week all of my Holiday Hoopla cards and projects. I'm sending out to you every morning. I'm sending you a free PDF tutorial. So make sure you are subscribed to my email, and then you will get this. So the paper pack, I'm glad you asked that, Sue. It is Let's Go Fishing, of all things. Let me find, oh, here we go. So you can see where these great plaids, look at that stripe. This would be super cute with the red truck. Probably if I was doing this plaid, I'd use maybe a green truck. And then this is the one I used tonight with the pecan pie. So there are just some great plaids in here for your holiday cards. These, to me, this screams fall card, Christmas card, pickup truck with the guy vibe going. So yeah, I think that this is a pickup truck any girl or guy would be glad to get. So just a few little embellishments, a tiny little bow, a couple of little snowflakes, boom, done. And I did use the hubcaps, and I do really, really recommend these rustic metallic dots for the hubcaps on your pickup. I think that they're really, really pretty perfect. So that is it for tonight. Quick and easy. Trucking along red pickup truck card. You will get this tutorial for free, and that is with my news. My newsletter will go out again tomorrow morning with another fresh tutorial for you. Just a couple reminders. I do have a host code for you for this month. I have some fun gifts I've been amassing, and I also still have a few spots available for this Christmas in August card class. And I've been working on this today. We are making 5 cards. You do get this ribbon, and you do get these pearls with the class. You can do porch pickup, you can do by mail, and you can get an extra set of projects, which means you get all the paper, all the designer paper, everything cut for you, because this designer paper is cut for you. You just have to have stamps and ink. That's all you need for this class. You can get an extra set of projects for just $10. So that's a fun add-on. So Elaine, good to see you. I'm glad you like this little pickup. I think the artwork on this is just perfect. I would say exquisite, but that almost sounds a little bit too like fancy. And this is just not fancy, but it is so perfect. I mean, the images, the styling. I mean, you can put your surfboard in the back of that pickup. You can put gifts, you can stack the gifts, you can put plants. I mean, yeah, you can make this birthday, Christmas, so many fun things that you can do. This is a must-have stamp set. I believe it's $24. I know So Very Merry is $24. I'm pretty sure this one is. So you can get both of these Christmas stamp sets in the online store, and you can go to shopwithcandy.com, and you can put in that host code to get a free gift from me. And don't forget, if you got bonus days coupons last month, you do have to redeem them in August, and there's a little box where you're putting in your items that says manage coupon codes, and that's where you put them in. Okay, that is it for tonight. I am going to download this to YouTube, and I appreciate a thumbs up on YouTube. I appreciate hearts here on Facebook. I appreciate you following me and liking my page and all that good stuff. And don't forget, my email subscribers get these tutorials free every morning for 7 days straight. Thanks again for stopping by. Take care. Oh, one more thing before I go. You do get your name in the drawing for a free gift that will be drawn from every person who comments. So that's in the replay as well as the live. And that is through the end of this series of Holiday Hoopla. So if you're watching this video, let's see, what's today? Thursday. If you're watching this video on Saturday, your name will still go in the drawing. We'll do all the drawings at the end of Holiday Hoopla. I will see you again tomorrow night. Thanks for stopping by. Take care and God bless.